Hey, thanks for stopping by Almapura Awakenings. I'm glad that you're here. I had a really cool experience I wanted to share with you guys. A friend of mine, her friend from high school and childhood passed away recently, and they hadn't seen each other in quite a while, and we were on a little bit of a drive, my friend and I, and all of a sudden in the back seat of the car appears her friend. So her friend decided that she would visit us and take a road trip with us for a little while, and I wanted to share a little bit about that experience. One of the things that she showed me was, I asked her, what was heaven like when you first went there, or in your transition, what did it look like to you? And she showed me, the first thing she showed me is that before she passed away, oops, sorry about that, I'm trying to balance my phone, but before she passed away, she did a lot of work on herself and on the relationship that she had with her own self, between her body and her soul, and a lot of inner child work, or a lot of reflection on the times in her life where she maybe regretted making a decision or not making a decision. And so she showed me that she became very peaceful with herself long before her actual passing. And so there's this saying that says, like, die before you die, and what that really refers to is like guidance to shed the ego that we have. And we do that through recognizing how we became the person that we are. And when we recognize how we became the person that we are, it's easy to choose if we want to be the person that the world made us, or if we want to make choices that aren't necessarily because the world said we have to do it. And so sometimes that's a lot of deep work and a lot of deep reflection. And her friend in heaven gave me the understanding that she had done that work on earth. And then as soon as I understood that about the vision that she was showing me, I was like in what you would want to call a tunnel, but it really wasn't a tunnel. It was like this huge, giant kaleidoscope. And she's taking me through, think of like if you were at like those aquariums, and when you walk in the aquarium, it's like all around you, and like if you look down, there's fish. If you look to the side or up or anywhere you look, you can tell, like it's everywhere. So this is kind of the vibe that I got when she was showing me her transition into heaven. And so we go through this kaleidoscope thing, and I can see all the light at the end of the kaleidoscope, and I can see the beautiful vibrant colors that are like coming off. But what was the kaleidoscope of was like all of these memories of her lifetime. And it was her laughing and her joyful, and some of them were difficult, but it was difficult journey or difficult parts of her life that really brought her closer to God, brought her closer to herself, brought her into inner clarity with herself. So all of these experiences and life events are like not flashing before her eyes, but there's no time in this journey that she's taking me on, and she can fully experience every single memory as if she were there, and all at the same time. And it was like, I didn't know, like it was amazing. And her life review, I guess you would say, her entrance into heaven was clear and clean and no regret. And because she had done so much work on her own relationship with her body and soul here on earth, that her transition into heaven was seamless. And the journey from this life to the afterlife, or the life with Christ, was like, whoa, it was just amazing. A kaleidoscope of memories that led her to this full and complete place of light. And then I'm in that light, like she's showing me all of that, and it was just incredible. And so I wanted to share it because I thought, we do a lot of work on ourselves. We try to reflect, we try to be okay with ourselves. We try to be truthful with ourselves and with the world around us. And I just thought that this was such validation that when we do that work with ourselves, when we love ourselves, when we honor ourselves, and when we recognize how the experiences in our life made us who we are, then we get to choose if we want to be that way or if we want to be different. And sometimes when we choose that we want to love ourselves, it's perfect. And that's what I think she was trying to explain to me and show me, is that the work we do here on earth it serves our eternal self. It serves our relationship with our eternal self. Okay, so the next thing that she shared with me that I also want to share with you is that she had this moment that she flashed with a vision for me. I got to take a sip of soda. Hold on. So she flashed this vision at me, and it was her, and she was standing on this like ocean front or like beachfront on the shore. And you know when you first get to the shore and you kind of like walk into the ocean and the wave comes and the wave hits your feet, and it's so refreshing. So she's standing there with Jesus, and they're having whatever conversation that I am definitely was not privy to. But one of the things that I was privy to is that she had recognized how the water felt rushing over her feet, and how the waves felt as they were like crashing into the shore. And she looks at Jesus with almost these like childlike eyes, and she like in awe. Like I could see in the vision she was trying to show me how much awe that she was experiencing, and how this sensation of the sand and the water and the wave and the ocean and the sunlight just like moved her, you know. And she looks up at Jesus and she's like, gosh, it doesn't feel like this on earth. And then this is the kicker, you guys, because I know this is why she showed me this part of the vision. And so she looks up at Jesus. I'm rewinding. So she looks up at Jesus and she's like, wow, it doesn't feel like this on earth. And then Jesus's response to her was, yes, it does. Get it? Okay, so it blew my mind when my friend's friend in heaven, who is now my new heaven friend, that she shared that part of the vision with me, that she was so in awe of the beauty and the wonder and what she was feeling. And she was like, in essence, like with such a gratitude for Jesus, and like, wow, it doesn't feel like this on earth, Lord. And his response is, yes, it does. So what are we missing? And I just be in the present moment. Like if you're standing at the ocean, like feel the water and feel the wave and smell the air and look at the sunshine. And I guess if you're walking in the grass, like feel it and just love it. You guys, this was beautiful. And I had to pull off anyway, so I thought I'd share it with you because it's like so on my mind right now. And I just think it's a good message all around. And the first part of her message is like, hey, do that work on yourself, build the relationship you have with your own spirit self, and love yourself and honor yourself. And when you do, your life review becomes a kaleidoscope of love that you get to feel as you're heading toward that light or that union with Christ. And then that second part of the vision is Christ kind of reminding us that heaven can be here on earth, and we just have to open our eyes and see it and feel it. So, all right, guys, I gotta run. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and thanks for stopping by Alma Pura Awakenings. And yeah, bye.